Axe is my most played character.
Okay. Sweet. So, is there anything you want to like say about the game or ask? You don't have to. We could just watch, but
Um, Not at the moment. I'll probably have more as we go along, but I felt like I did quite well this game,
okay.
so I submitted it.
Awesome.
Oh, nice tower skin.
Okay. So you're probably against Medusa Jakiro or Medusa Lion, I guess. You've got an axe, so you guys can look to be like kind of aggressive. Or sorry, you've got a Skywrath. Um,
Hmm. I prefer not to be too aggressive in lane because I don't like feeding, but I think we were quite aggressive in this one.
it could be good or bad. Um, it's just all about the timing. So we'll see what it
Yeah,
looks like and see how it looks. There's some lanes where if you're not aggressive early, then kind of just get
I
like
expect to
owned.
go
But
first, but
yeah, take a look. Take a look.
decent little block on this one.
Yeah, nice. It's good. It's good like pressure. Basically keeping her from like CSing.
Yeah, I like that little play you can do with Battle Hunger where you stick it on them and then just bully them away.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like you have a pretty good handle on the hero. A few background stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been working on that recently, to be fair. Prioritized Tango over Elastic there, that kind of sucked.
You just want to be careful going for denies like this. Did he have Snake? Yeah, like, 'cause he has Snake
Yeah,
here. A lot of times against... This is like Medusa specific, but when you go for like this last deny in the creep wave, he's very liable. Like, if he's good, he's just going to Snake it, and then it's going to hit you, and you're just going to take a bunch of damage and not get the deny anyways. So you just have to be careful. You didn't do it there, but...
yeah, very true. I think he was really like conservative with his snakes though. This one, he just really wasn't using them that much.
Yeah, see, just like that. He did it to you there.
Yeah, he almost got me there.
Yeah, it's definitely it's just like Medusa specific, but you just can't really go for like those last denies unless you know he doesn't have Snake.
Yeah,
This is kind of nice. Your Scarlet like brought the creeps over to you. You are super
yeah.
low though. Bring out like a salve or something.
No, I can't remember what I did.
Okay,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you
I did.
did get a salve. Nice. I'd say it's important to like keep an eye on what's going on in the creep wave here, because like your player perspective like doesn't look at it at all. You just want to have like an idea. I guess you see there's the pole. I guess you saw there was a pole.
Yeah,
Never mind. I didn't notice that.
I don't know why I'm staring at the bird right now though. Eyes locked on.
Right. Okay, but you got your ring of health. It's a semi. It's a decent timing. That aggression was pretty wild. What's going on here? So you just turn
So I
around because
managed
they
to
have a lot of
call.
creeps.
Yeah, I managed to call him in the creep wave,
Right.
and I realized I wasn't gonna get the kill and fucked up.
Yeah.
I did get lucky to not die there though.
Yeah, this is a kind of a close call. I kind of see what you were going for. It's just hard to do this when you're like starting at like half HP. It's like really dangerous because they do put out a lot of damage. Because now you like can't lane. So I give you a salve, but that's like not a lot of gold. Your Scarlet ends up dying, and now you can't lane.
Not good.
Yeah, those kinds of plays are really good as long as you have the resources to do it, because like that's kind of the situation where like Axe wants to like be aggressive, like when they have a bunch of creeps and you don't have any, but you're just a little bit too low.
Yeah.
Overall, though, you know, like I said, I can tell like you are comfortable on this hero, so you seem to have a decent handle on the laning, at least in this
I remember
matchup.
if I was playing with friends in this one. I don't think I was.
Dire's middle tower's under attack. Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Okay, so you're like going for the courier or something.
Nah, I was going for my
Buying your
Vanguard.
Vanguard. I probably would have walked to the creep wave first before I got my Vanguard, because like there's like creeps that could die. And for whatever reason, the Medusa's like not sitting here laning. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He was like back, but like he could be like aggressively denying here, and he just doesn't. He like gets those 2 last hits, but then he like stops. Like he would have denied like all 3 of those creeps. Obviously you wanted the Vanguard, but like it's just not good to go get it when there's like a bunch of creeps that are about to die. Just want to prioritize the creeps a little bit more.
Oh, I was getting tilted at the snap there. He keeps taking last hits from me that I'm gonna get. I don't mind people securing them, but he took a catapult just then. That I wasn't even contested.
That's
I know I should get tilted, but yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Looking back at that was
this
kind
is
of
well, so this is kind of the period where you want to like kind of amp up your own farm. Should we can like cut or something? Where are you going?
No, I was just going for the camps.
So this is not good. This is not good.
No.
No, because like you can still like, so your options to me are like either you lane, like you can keep laning. It's not ideal, but like you can like clear the creeps and then like get out. You don't want to like sit here and static lane against the Medusa, but if you just focus down the creeps, you know, if you like draw aggro so that they like attack you and then you spin and like then you just kill the creeps and like get out, like that's fine. If you don't want to straight up lane against this guy, which like I don't really blame you, like starting kind of like last wave where you're like, this seems like weird. Like, I totally agreed it was kind of weird, but your alternative is Axe needs to be to cut the creep waves and, like, pull it into jungle camps.
I think I might do it in a second. I don't put it into jungle camps, but I think I might cut in a second.
Yeah, or even if you can just cut... I mean, like, the Medusa was farming this one, so if it's not here and, like, this one wasn't here, I think they, like, blocked it or something. So, like, if you don't have a camp to pull it into, but, like, there's a creep wave, you know, that was right here. So, like...
Yeah.
Right here, if you don't want to lane... Like, you just have to go kill their creep wave that's, like, right here. You just walk, you know, right here. It's super important, because you're just going to miss, like, a full lane of creeps for no reason now. And, like, this phase as Axe is, like, just all about, like, the hyper-efficiency. So we'll see if you go to the next one. But, like, if you're, like, skipping these creep waves regularly, like, that's really bad. You're just missing out on, like, a bunch of gold. Yeah, there's another one. You're, like, totally not in sync with, like, where the creeps are, I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's probably right. Yeah.
So like you can go by the time, like it's less important. So there's 2 things. Like you just need to like I need you to like want to kill the creep waves. Because like if you wanted to kill the creep waves, you would like go look for them, and you're just not even going to look for them. So like the first thing is like I need you to want to kill the creep waves, and like cut the creep waves. Like sure, this Medusa is gonna get like free farm, but if you're doing what we talked about, like where if you're like grabbing the wave right here and then pulling it into the camp, like you're getting more farm than Medusa because you're getting the creep wave plus the camp, whereas she's just getting her creep wave, right?
Yeah.
And then the second thing is like once you care about the creep waves, like if you need help like tracking them, like just look at your creep wave on the bottom wave, and the one on the top will be like mirror image to like where it is, you know.
Gotcha.
So if you're like, I don't know where the creep wave is, you just kind of take a look at your mini map and be like, oh, it must be under their tower right now. You know, if you look, you know, it is. It's right here.
Now, the way I was looking at this is I'm not taking any farm from the carry right now. I'm getting farm towards my blink, but yeah, it's better if I get the creep wave.
Yeah, you have to get the creep wave. You just have to. Like, this is super suboptimal what you've done the last like minute and a half. Like, you'd have like an extra like 300 gold probably.
Damn.
Plus like you've like made this Medusa like either CS under tower, like tank the creep wave or something, which can like set up on a kill on her maybe. Like if she like does something dumb.
Yeah.
And instead you're just completely ignoring. You did come back now, which is okay. Yeah, because you don't really want to lane against her. So, like, I kind of don't mind the way you're playing right now. This was like the alternative one.
I think I'd kill him. Oh.
Close.
Oh, I remember this play. This was alright.
That was okay. Went for it, didn't quite work out.
Managed to get out of it.
Where's your mid tower? It's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't really know what was happening there. He just kind of walked away from it and gave it up.
It do be like that in the lower brackets.
Yeah.
It's okay though, you're not mid, so that wasn't your job.
Yeah. One of that's stack for me.
Not too bad. Okay, they pulled. It's fine. Forced a big reaction. I like this. I like that you're just like going to farm here. Oh, they're showing up like 5 heroes selling more. Okay, that wasn't too bad, honestly. That was a big reaction from them. I guess now it's 5 heroes. 5 heroes here, but now he is here.
Spectre's still chilling down bot farming. So.
Yeah, this isn't too bad, honestly. You got your blink, which is kind of nice. Pretty good timing. Top, fight's still happening. Just walks into that's funny. Alright, nice. This is good. Okay, you guys smoke up. I don't hate this.
I don't
Very
really know
strong
who
right now.
Nice.
Sick. That was a really good play, actually.
I couldn't remember who I was looking for because I thought half of them were dead.
I'm not really sure about this.
I was looking for that. I managed to dodge it the first tick of Nevertox in there with my blink and get him before I got broke.
Yeah, I mean that kind of worked out, but like I don't think this is like the optimal way to like play like from this position here. So like here, right here, you see the Medusa TP back top. Like she just TP back to this lane. So the correct play to me 100% is to just walk with this Medusa again.
Right.
It's really important to like close down like this area of the map early, and like you guys really want to be pressuring this tower. Like that was the alternative to your smoke, right? You guys smoked, but like the alternative would have been pressuring this tower while they were dead. And I don't mind that you went for that smoke. That was kind of a cool play because you had blink and like Sky had the setup. Like I think that was kind of cool what you guys did, but
yeah,
you need to go back to like pressuring this lane and like getting this tower like immediately afterwards. I thought when you were hanging around here initially, I was like, are they just gonna pressure mid tower instead? But that's like not what you guys did. I don't think pressuring mid would have been good anyways, but like at this moment when it's like, I mean, I don't know, you guys just don't pressure strong towers that well. Like if they defend, it's like you guys don't like click towers.
Snap's alright, I guess.
Yeah, but like, so you need to like go back top here and like just continue your like kind of rotation thing. Ideally boot the Medusa out of this lane again. I mean, she doesn't have a TP, so like she kind of fucked up by TPing here, and you guys just don't punish her. Like she TP's top and is now free farming the most dangerous part of the map for her, while you guys are like running around her triangle, like, but Medusa's not here. So like this is just super suboptimal because Medusa's just free farming. You're not getting any map pressure off of this. And I mean, honestly, worst case scenario is they show up with like everybody except for Medusa, and like this could even go badly for you guys.
Yeah.
So it does kind of work out because they don't respond in a very coordinated way, but I don't really like this play at all. So this is kind of why I like to have people show me like games where they played well, because like stuff like this is like, it's basically a mistake. I think what you guys did there.
That's fair.
Like you will take over games like this even more if you're like focused on like, you know, shutting down, you know, their carry and like basically playing the map in the correct order of objectives, right? Like making sure you get this tower once you're strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
And then controlling this area, like focusing on the mid tower. Because basically a couple minutes have gone by now where you guys have exerted no map pressure, and that's just what heroes like Medusa want. You know, they have a Medusa, if they have a sniper, like these heroes love to like just not be pressured, and you guys are basically just not pressuring them anymore. Like even though you have a blink dagger, like they don't feel Medusa. You've not been near this Medusa like at all, or taking the towers. I mean, if you're taking towers, I don't care if you're near Medusa, but so you guys take the mid tower, which is nice. Moving into their triangle. Okay, well Medusa's here now. I don't mind that you're not top if you like see Medusa in the area and you're looking to like punish her or like basically deny her farm where she is. I don't mind that so much. I do want to see you kind of go top though once you've like kicked her out.
He's baiting us towards that.
Yeah, no, setting up on your wards is decent. Yeah, but this is what happens. They just respond with 5 heroes. Yeah, I don't mind what you did right up to here, but then I think you gotta like just blink away here. You gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And you just like walk a little bit too far. So be okay with like forcing this reaction. Like in this situation, you're either A, you're killing like a single hero that walks up alone, or B, you're forcing a reaction of like this, like 3 to 4 heroes, and then you just leave and you go farm the whole rest of the map while they're like stuck as like 3 heroes or 4 heroes in their triangle.
I was trying to get into that to let my blink get off cooldown.
Yeah.
But it was never gonna work.
That's okay.
Unless they completely forgot that I was there for magic.
Okay, so you got a blade mail. It's pretty reasonable this game. I'm going shard. I think I'd go BKB here for sure. Your shard's nice, but
I die here again.
so what is happening here?
G ult, so I shit myself.
So here, I don't think this is a good TP.
No.
Because if you look at the map, like you want to pressure top tower, but like if you look at your map, like your team's just not ready to do it. So like you kind of need to wait for your team to like get over here, and in the meantime, you just kind of gotta chill. Like it's not good to play like you're strong. Like if your whole team is behind you, what you're doing here is really good. Like coming top, pressuring, you found the Medusa, you win on her. If your whole team's here, this is good. But your whole team's not here, dude. Your Snap is jungling, your Sky is slowly making his way up here.
So you reckon walk up, take the ancients?
Exactly, yeah. Just take your time. Don't TP out of base, save your TP. You know, walk to the ancients. I mean, if Spectre made her way over there and she wanted to do them, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to, like, take them if she's not there. I would have, like, walked top and, like, told your team. I would have said, like, to my team, like, hey, guys, let's pressure this tower. But I wouldn't have TP because there's literally nothing to TP for. Then you get into this, like, hairy situation alone. Not alone, Whisper's here, but, like, without 2 of your teammates. The important 2 supports. So now you're really low. It's a pretty lucky regen, right? Nice. Okay, so you guys did get the top tower, though. And now your team's here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's super ham. You're looking. It's fine. This little global creep aggro action going on there.
I love that. Since I learned that, I've just been doing it constantly.
Nice. Okay, so we're putting on the aggression. Your lanes are pushed in, which is why I think this is good. Like if your lanes weren't pushed in, this wouldn't be quite as good, but your lanes are all pushed in, so the map looks really good. This is basically free.
Yeah, I pinged to the Spectre and she just kept farming it, made me a little bit tired.
Yeah, it's always a little annoying, but look, what can you do?
Exactly. Can't play for them.
I don't really like... Is going for a smoke here? I mean, you kind of saw them all top. Under the ward. I think instead, what you should have done, like after the spec dies, because you have a little bit of vision for a little while. Because your Void Spirit actually does a good play here in TP's top. I think if you like just go clear the mid wave real quick, because you should be looking to like go reset and play this area. Because what you guys had done before is you had booted them out of top, all the lanes were shoved in, and then you were playing their triangle, and you were like denying them that area, and you were basically denying them the whole map. But like now, the map is like the situation is different, right? Like they killed your Spectre, they're gonna spread out, and you need to go back to like the main priority, which is like controlling and playing in like these two lanes, like pushing out top and mid and like playing in this area, and because that's what's gonna set up like Roshan for you guys eventually. And then if you're stronger, like what you are, you guys are ahead, you should be playing two lanes, and these are the better two lanes to be pushing out, like when Roshan hasn't been taken. So I'd want to see you like playing for mid, and like so that's why I said like your Void Spirit TP's top here, which I think is really good on his part. Like this is, if I was coaching this Void Spirit, I would be very happy with this TP that he's making. Because he's got the right idea, right? He's playing to push in this lane, and if you were playing to push in this lane, and then you walked up here, and you guys like were connecting here, that would be ideal. And getting your supports to follow you would be nice, but you can only do one thing at a time.
Exactly, yeah.
And like, what do you remember? Sometimes these games are wild. Do you remember what you were thinking here, or no?
I think I was just resetting my brain from being tilted about that Spectre, to be honest with you. Because I literally just pinged they were all coming for him, and he just stood there farming and died. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
that's...
At this point, I'm just chilling for a minute, like, fuck.
Not the ideal thought process. If you care less about your teams, you'll be faster to identify your own correct play.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's life. I'm not saying I'm perfect at that, so... Okay, but you guys TP to come up here when you see them. This kind of like naturally happens. Really awkward fight. It's unfortunate. Your snap didn't come, that's what happened. It's like, why did that go so badly? It's because your snap's not here. That's life. So, okay, good. I was gonna say you need to go back top and push it out here, and you do. So this is good. Nice, using global aggro. I like it. I like it. You're gonna keep walking up the lane. This is good. I'm happy to see you keep walking up the lane. I coach a lot of people who just like stop pushing up the lane after that. I don't mind this. You're not gonna like kill this guy, but it just like kind of fucks with him. I think that's good.
Yeah, let's hope to put a couple up, maybe. Keep her off her farm.
So this...
Yeah.
Kind of wanted you to stay top. No, you guys are doing it again. So this is bad. You guys are like playing onto their triangle, but you're not keeping top pushed in all the way. Like you missed this wave, and now it's like over here, and nobody on their team is going to be forced to respawn top. So like if you guys make this move into this triangle right now, like they've got 5 heroes alive. Like they're going to respond with 5 heroes because nobody on their team has to be up here, and you know for a fact they're kind of like not up here with this ward and like, you know. So I just...
My only issue with that is I have no STP to if my team suddenly starts to break out a fight mid.
Well, that's... I wouldn't be worried about that because, like, you know, you can, like, clearing this mid wave is okay, but, like, I just need you to immediately run top. Like, your team's not going to, like, start a fight mid, like, I think if you're top, or if they do, like, you can't really control that, but, like, you just need to, like,
Yeah.
I need you to play the right part of the map, like, for you to, like, get better, and not really worry too much about what your team, like, if your team, like, makes a total grief, like, that's life, right? But
Yeah, true.
yeah, lo and behold, this play running into their triangle doesn't really work out. I mean, you lost your mid. It was on a godlike streak. I would say that's a net loss for you guys for sure. And now the map doesn't look good at all. They're just gonna take this tower. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, you're going for BKB after shard at least.
Yeah. I don't change my build too much on Axe, to be honest.
Axe is very one-dimensional, I feel like, hero build-wise.
Yeah.
You have, like, almost no options.
You need Blink, Blade Mail, Vanguard, BKB.
Yeah.
I guess you can switch the order around, but you need them.
So here again, this is going to be a lot of the same thing, I think. But, like, once you take this tower, like, again, like, I'd want you to, like, kind of reset your priorities here and, like, look at your map and just be like, like, what needs to be done, right? Like, I want to push this wave out all the way in, right? And then I want to, like, play for, like, Roshan.
Yeah. I want
to take this outpost, you know?
Well, yeah.
So the sooner you can identify these moments, like, the better... Like, just the faster you'll do things, and the less prepared the opponent will be, the faster you'll get your items. So it's just really important to, like, have, like, quickness in, like, identifying these moments. Because, like, nobody's pushing out top. You guys are just missing a lot of creeps that are dying up here. Like, nobody's getting these creeps.
Yeah.
And this smoke play... Smoke plays like this can be good. Where, like, you guys have controlled their triangle and you're smoking into their top jungle. Like, smoke plays just like this can be really good. But this one's not good. Because
they're all alive and we're missing one.
Yeah, because they're all alive. You're missing a very important hero. And, like, you guys don't have any vision of this area. Like, the ideal way to make this smoke play is if, like, you're grouped up and very strong. And then you're, like, Spectre TPs here and, like, starts walking up this way. And then, like, the rest of you smoke into, like, this area. And instead, you're doing this without your Void Spirit alive. So this, like, you guys get a kill here, but this is just luck more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, if they're there, like, if this Lion is, like, with his team, like, I think you guys, like, feed there, basically.
I guess that's me.
It's all gonna work out anyways, because you guys are, like, way ahead, so, you know.
I guess that's me sort of playing around my MMR, like knowing that my MMR is...
Yeah, but that's why we're coaching, right? So you can learn what to do instead. And then you will be better.
Yeah.
So you're sitting at, like, no mana right now. Oh, you got Griefs, nice. I was like, oh, and you flew yourself out Mangoes, nice. I was like, this doesn't seem like a good, like, long-term situation, but you got the regen, which is good.
I think I left it for someone, but I really should have taken it. It vanished.
Oh. That's okay. So you have the outpost. I'm not really sure what your team's doing. I like that you're, like, here. You're just like, team, come help me. That's interesting.
I can solo Roche with Shard.
I never thought about doing this before.
I do this quite often.
Where is your Spectre?
Chilling.
Super weird. I guess that's okay. It's very weird that, like, that happened without your Spectre.
He's just farming bot, doing his thing. I hope he would have come with Horn if...
So here's the thing. I don't think this is good. I think you guys should be... I'm conflicted here. I think you guys should be taking Roshan, but I think doing this without Spectre here is, like, bad. Because, like, A, like, Spectre's who you'd want to have Aegis. B, I mean, okay, she doesn't have Manta, but she does a lot of damage to Roche with her Desolate. So I think this ends up kind of being, like, this ends up kind of being bad, I think. Because what's happening is you've got heroes not applying any pressure on them. They're reacting to like the snap pushing in the lanes and like getting free farm kind of in the meantime. Like, yeah, your Spectre's like farming, but like, I don't know. I just see this as kind of being forced. I'd rather you like finish your BKB, stay with your team, and then do this once Spectre like gets his ass over here. Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
The reason I was kind of happy with Void having it is because I have no faith in the Spectre at this point. After the things he'd done before
That's
this.
fair. I still just think this goes better in general, though, if like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your team is like more coordinated.
But that's why I wasn't too upset about Spectre not getting it. I was
yeah,
sort of thinking, yeah, Void can have this because he was actually playing well.
Okay, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of how that played out, though. I would have rather just got your BKB, waited, stayed near your team, and look to increase your lead while you're... Because I agree, your Spectre's like playing suboptimally there, but like when your carry is playing like passive, like usually it's like they'll be playing the passive part of the map, like doing something dumb when you guys are strong. And like this guy didn't have Haunt, right? If he has Haunt, it's like kind of okay that Spectre like plays down here, but this guy didn't have Haunt.
I think he died with it.
He used Haunt to like start fighting, but like when you started Roshing and he was down here, he like didn't have Haunt up.
Oh.
But like when your carry is like playing passive, you kind of just need to accept that like nothing's gonna happen. Like acknowledge that it's suboptimal, but then play like more defensively, and like in not defensively, but like you can't force objectives to happen that would otherwise be good if your carry was there. You know what I mean? Like your Snap did the same thing. Your Snap was like pressuring this top tower while your Spectre was like showing on a creep wave bottom. Like that's why they started going on in the first place, because it was super obvious that he was just like doing something wrong. And you're not showing when you do Roshan, but it's basically the same thing. So I would say that's like it worked out, but like I don't know.
It worked out because it's Archon.
Yeah, for sure. This is kind of wild. You're just like showing right in front of their tier 2. You only see one hero. So you got your BKB, your Snap TP's top.
I think I was feeling
Spirit is like just playing mid here. Or playing triangle. It's kind of weird.
I think I was thinking, I've got BKB, I'm cocky, I don't care.
Right. Yeah, you're not like over committing on anything, which is fine. Okay, I guess your voice spirit finally showed up. I was like just kind of waiting for your voice spirit to like show up. You can't really. It's hard for you guys to actually do anything when he's not there. But he did show up, and you got the towers, so it ended up working out fine. You didn't get gone or anything. And you guys have collapsed the map pretty good, which I like. Like all of your lanes are pushing in. Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, they bought back a bunch of heroes. Ooh,
yeah, this was stupid. Yeah.
Oh man, that was lucky.
I did that and went, shit.
Yeah, obviously I think you know in hindsight that it was a mistake, but like,
yeah.
To me, when they buy back this many heroes, like, and we've used a lot of our spells, like, I'd be really happy here with like, just kind of chilling, like, you know.
Still closing them in, but not like...
Yeah, keep them closed in, but like, don't force it again until your like spells are like back up.
I was lucky to Snap.
Or at least like your BKBs. Like Haunt's not going to be up for a while. You guys are pretty far ahead, so I think that's why this like works out. But like if this is like a closer game and you like are kind of forcing it like this, a lot of times it just won't work. And the correct play is to like back off. You guys are like not pushing anymore, which is like basically what I was talking about. So maybe this is good. Oh no, you walk up. Okay, yeah, and you do die.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about what I was expecting, if that happened, and it's what you guys did. So you just gotta chill there. You just gotta be like, guys, like, let's wait for our spells, and like make sure we have all of our resources.
Yeah.
And like, you know, get the lanes back pushed out.
Yeah, I just clearly wasn't watching my team. Who was there? Who wasn't? Expected the other side of the map with no horn.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, you're an Archon. Sometimes your team is going to make crazy plays even if you're telling them not to. But, like, I need you to at least be, like, telling them not to. And be, like, very...
Instead of leading.
Unenthusiastic about going in, yeah, instead of leading a charge.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I assume you guys just all respawn, you have all your spells, and you win a fight and win the game, but... I guess we'll see what happens. So you get bots, OTV... Okay, yeah, I mean, your Spectre dies, but you basically have all your spells. And they're strong enough to, like, just hit buildings. Alright, let's look at game 2. Did you have any, like, closing questions on that game?
No, I just think I need to look at the bigger picture more instead of being eyes on axe at all time.
Yeah, make sure you're looking to, like, kind of reset the map. Like, you know, some of these plays, like, were really good because all your lanes were pushed in. But then, like, you know, making sure you're going back to those objectives, like, after every, like, kind of play is over, you know? And looking to play the right part of the map based on, like, whether Roshan's alive. And just being really consistent and, like, quick about, like, identifying these situations will, like, lead you to making the right decisions, like, far more often.
Right, gotcha. Because I don't really watch the creep waves enough for my teammates or, you know, anything.
Exactly, yeah. Well, you know, we talked about, like, those creep waves when you started cutting, right? Or not cutting. You started jungling when you should have been cutting around, like, 6-7 minutes.
And I don't play around creep waves, so when they're pushed in, I don't sort of...
Exactly. You got, like, I'm telling you, like, if you want to get to, like, you know, Archon, Divine, it's got to be, like, the only thing you care about. Or, sorry, not Archon, but Ancient. I meant to say Ancient. Yeah. Ancient Divine. If you only care about creep waves, you will... Good things will happen. What is happening?
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, replays are great. I might just restart Dota real quick.
Yeah, no worries. You don't need to see trees anyway, don't worry about it. They're not that important.
I mean, it just makes... I feel like my brain would break if I tried to watch a full replay like that. I'd be like, what is happening?
Get into the next Dota game, we'll go, trees? What are these? Oh yeah, I was playing with my friend here, he's a Bloodseeker.
Because you're the Dawnbreaker, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have communication with him, but it's not going to look like it.
Okay, fair enough.
We're not very good at synergizing, honestly.
That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta play. I have, like, some of my family plays, like my cousins and my brother, and I feel like we've, like, never been, like, a super coherent, like, party stack. We've got, like, hundreds of games together. But everyone just kind of just, like, plays.
Yeah. I've got a 5-man which I sometimes play with. He's part of it, and we're not amazing.
You've just achieved
because the other team's usually quiet. robbed.
So you're against a life stealer.
Not fun.
I just late to lane.
This whole lane is very rough. I'm 2v1 for a lot of it.
Yeah, I can see that. Alright, using some spells to get some creeps. I don't mind this. What can you do?
Yeah. I'm just still chilling in the triangle.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing about as good as you can. So your other option here, when you're position 4, is just completely not there, which this happens to me. Is you just defensive aggro here like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So like, just right when the creeps meet. So like you need to, like even if you get this creep and then you defensive aggro and defensive aggro again and then defensive and have these 2 creeps chase you like all the way back here. Are you familiar with like doing chaining defensive aggro together?
Is that when you hit the creep in between so that it stays on and then do it again?
Yeah, you want to make sure they don't because like sometimes when you're like doing it here, they'll like turn around and attack this like range creep. So you have to I think you kind of have to like hit them once. But you can just keep doing it over and over. And like if there are 2 heroes running at you, then it's very hard to do. Basically impossible. But like here, I think it would have been good to. Oops, this far back. Like here, I think you just defensive aggro right here, and pull these away.
It might have been good to start W here, honestly, just because of how rough it is. But
in hindsight, maybe it's kind of worked out. I don't mind that you're like kind of spamming your Q a little bit. I think this Q is not good.
Yeah,
I've liked when you're like using it like kind of on the CS. But overall, not too bad. The lane's like back. They're not staticking it and making it super dangerous for you to like stay up there. So you're kind of good. It's worked out.
Yeah. I think he might die here.
I like that you're focusing on the creeps. Nice. I like that you like got all those CS in between that.
Yeah, that was free range creep.
Doing that, but
I don't know why Ogre just walked off and left him to die.
He got the pull off. Classic support pulls, carry dies because he's I don't know.
Yeah.
So you get stick and boots. I don't mind that too much. I think that's
Outside
kinda
sticks, I'll get
reasonable.
bound by Ogre.
Yeah, I think it's kind of reasonable. Would have maybe got like a mango, but other than that, I think it's okay.
Pudge sells me that.
Interesting. People are still salving other people in Archon. Nobody does that in Immortal anymore.
Yeah, I told my friend about it earlier and he continued to do it. I was sitting there pulling my hair out.
Okay, so you guys get a kill. Nice.
I think he dies too.
Wow. Alright, this is like working out.
Yeah.
I think here you just defensive aggro again. Like once this guy TP's back and he's right here, just defensive aggro these creeps backwards. So that way you don't have to walk up to like, get last hits and then he can't get that deny because then the creeps aren't near him. Just in general, when you're playing more defensive lanes, you want to defensive aggro more.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice. Wow. I do like how you're focusing on CS a lot, though.
Yeah, I was getting choked. So it was rough.
It salves you again. Wow. Oh,
Yeah, I know. And clarities, to be fair, which I like.
Yeah, I think if this guy's like, I'm sure you have lots of games where your pause 4 is not like feeding you regen. Like I would have liked, like, you got these phase boots, you haven't started finding them out yet, but I would have liked to see maybe just like, I don't know, flying yourself out some more regen if this guy's not going to be feeding it to you.
I think that's one of my weaknesses for sure. Chopping down the trees there.
Nice. Oh, hey, he shows up. That's a rip. I didn't mind that too much. In these like high action lanes, usually like going for kills like that isn't too bad.
See that dodge though? Fuck's sake. He dodged Laguna
Yeah,
with
it's
his
unfortunate.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
I think you still would have needed like another right click or two to kill him.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant
That was
just
bad.
fortified their structures.
I think that was okay. It's like, because you can't, like, I can't tell you to like walk up in defensive aggro here because they'll just like go on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of worked out there because the lifestealer was just focused on his creep. I don't think going it for there was like too bad. So I think that was okay. You're trying.
Yeah.
Kind of a hard situation. Not a lot you can do but chill, and people just aren't very good at doing that. Wow.
Oh, this is funny as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for playing.
Pretty sick.
Double kill.
Got a pretty good understanding of what you can get away with on your hero. I like getting the wand. I like you went the full wand. You're just going straight for the Echo Saber. Do you normally buy Soul Ring on this hero?
I don't know, but I'm quite new to her, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm only here at level 4.
I think it seems like it's working out. I don't play Dawnbreaker. I see most people get Soul Ring, but I don't know. To me, this is kind of working out without it. You're just getting by with wand, and then this Oblivion Staff will also help. So I'm not going to flame that you're not getting it. I was just curious, actually.
The Oblivion Staff's quite nice. It just gives a shit ton of regen.
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate. Maybe you have a maybe if you want to do live there, or if you have a raindrop. Raindrop might have been something to consider. They don't have too many nukes though.
Yeah, but Ogre's Q is enough. Multicast.
Yeah, plus the extra mana regen is pretty nice, I would imagine, on this hero.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's something I forget a lot.
I think it's all pretty reasonable. I don't mind like TPing back to the lane and continuing to like fight. If you can like boot a lifesteal out of lane like this, that's like pretty good. Nice. This is all really good. This is like some nice aggression, and it's good because your teammates are behind you. But yeah, you guys got the tower. It's pretty sick.
I thought it was quite rough that we lost this one though.
Okay, well, if you you know, obviously stuff happens, but we'll see what happens. If you guys, you know, start to get
may
behind
well
from this
be my
position,
fault,
I think
I
we'll have stuff to talk about for sure.
Yeah. I think I sort of fell off. I can't really remember. My memory's not that great.
Wow, you guys have all 3 of their tier 1 towers here.
Radiant's top tower is
So I think right here, this is a mistake. You need to walk back down to this lane and chill.
Wait.
Yeah, so here's the thing, is like there's like the order of objectives, right? Top or bottom tier 1, mid tier 1, bottom tier 2, or Roshan. It's like kind of just how it goes, you know?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get into these situations where you've taken their bot and mid tier 1s, and like this top tier 1, it doesn't matter, I don't care. It could be alive, it could be dead, I don't care.
Yeah. Did not give them more
and
pressure over Roshan though.
You're like, and it's really early into the game. And I think a lot of people don't really understand like this phase in the game where you've gotten the objectives you need to get, but like you're not yet strong enough to like go for more. And like it's kind of like if you flash forward to like 30 minutes or whatever into your Axe game where you've like got all their lanes in and then you're kind of just chilling. Like that's what you need to do here. You just need to play the lanes, like play the lane, play for farm. And, like, if all 4 of you are just kind of playing this area, keeping the lanes in, and, like, bouncing back and forth, like, you'll just find pickoffs. it's so early into the game that they have nothing else to. They have nowhere to go. Like,
Oh shit! Yeah, we have all 3 towers at 12 minutes.
yeah, it's so early into the game that like they have nowhere to go other than like kind of try and fight you. But you guys are so strong that they can't.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is keep prioritizing the lanes and keeping them in, and then you will just, I promise you, you will just find kills. Like, they will just fall into your lap if you're doing this, versus, like, you're kind of, like, looking for kills, and what happens is they get this. Their lifestealer gets space. And this lifestealer should not be getting this space right now, and that's why what you're doing is a mistake. Because this lifestealer should be getting no farm right now. And instead, he's free farming a lane that he has no business free farming. Like, this should not be happening. And so, like, I need you to see this and be like, huh, like, why is this guy getting to do this? And then, like, go kicking them out. Because what's going to happen now is they've pushed the lane out on you, and now you guys, up 5k, are going to be forced to react to, like, what they're doing.
Radiant's top tower
And that's just, you know, if you're this far ahead in a Dota game, that's not really how it should be working, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just sat farming under his ward and he can do that now.
Yeah, I mean, this death is like, whatever, you know, I don't think you did anything particularly wrong there. It was just before. Like, that shouldn't have even happened, because you guys should have been, like, keeping this pushed all the way in, and, like, your whole team should have been further up. I don't know why your, like, Jakira and your Lina were so far back.
top tower's under attack.
Yeah.
And, you know, your team's not going to play perfectly in these situations, but, you know, it starts with you, like, making the right choice and, like, keeping the lanes pushed in, and then if you see a hero who's, like, doing something they're not supposed to be doing, that's when you, like, go kill their heroes. Okay, it's kind of a weird TP. I feel like you could have just ulted, no?
I did
Right
ult.
here? Well, you TP'd mid first.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
You're TP'd mid. And then you ulted.
I don't know why.
Forgot how your hero works for a second.
Oh wait, I can ult.
That's okay. That's okay. Not really optimal, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, so you have the kills. I need you to run bottom here.
Right.
I need you to run bottom here. And you're just
Yeah, I
not
think I
gonna
just
run
let
bottom.
the pressure off.
Yeah. So, really, really important in these scenarios that you just run straight bottom and push this wave out. Like, it's so important. Like, is from your perspective, as far as you should be concerned, you lost this game because you didn't apply any pressure bottom after you guys, like, finished engagements.
Yeah.
Because it's just giving this lifestealer so much space that he should not be getting.
Don't know what the hell this was.
Yeah, and, you know, this only happens because bottom lane gets pushed out and they feel safe to, like, walk into their jungle. Versus, like...
Bottom lane gets pushed in and they shit
Yeah,
themselves.
if you walk bottom right now, Lifestealer's going to be down here. They've only got 2 heroes alive right now. Lifestealer's going to be down here. You, like, boot him out. As your team respawns, like, they'll start, like, coming down to you. And then you guys are, like, controlling this area again. And playing around your vision, which is really nice.
Yeah. Just sitting in the middle of the map right now is doing nothing.
Exactly. It just goes back to the map pressure, right? You guys are applying no map pressure, so they feel free to walk out on the map, and then they get kills that they shouldn't be getting, and space that they shouldn't be getting.
That's a whole 2 minutes of me doing nothing.
Let's not go this fast through this part. So pushing on mid here is fine. I mean, you're basically giving them space they shouldn't have gotten, but this is now the situation. Here we go. That's a very unfortunate fight.
Yeah. I get a kill, but yeah, it's just feed. I don't know how that RP caught me. I must have been right on the edge.
Yeah, RP. I think RP's like pull range or whatever is like deceptively big.
Yeah. 'Cause in my eyes, I was way out of that.
Yeah. I think yeah, so all of that whole fight just goes back to what we were talking about before. But okay, so you guys are ahead 4K, but like map-wise, you're not really ahead anymore. You will soon kind of have a period where you'll be ready to take Roshan.
Yeah.
Or Pressure tier 2, kind of depending on how you guys want to play it.
I don't think we take Roshan.
Let's see, because we'll wanna at least make sure the map is set up for Roshan, and you know that seems to be what you've been struggling with the most. So we can just talk about it again.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just thinking BKB. I need it now.
I don't mind this too much because you're a Dawnbreaker. Like the way you're playing, I think is fine. Unfortunately, this does not work out. Yeah, you've been unfortunate with the mag skewering people out of your ult.
Yeah, I should have waited until afterwards because I should have learned from what he's been doing before.
Yeah, it's in hindsight, yes, it's really hard to adjust to in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think you played that too bad. I don't think your team should have been trying to fight them here in the first place. Like, fighting into their triangle is, like, the most defensive part on the map.
Yeah.
For them, and, like, where they are most likely to, like, win a fight. So I'm not surprised it doesn't go well. But I don't really fault you too much for showing up. It's, like, kind of your hero's job. To, like, try and come in and, like, save in turn. So if you were, like, some other non-global hero, and like in response to that you would like joined them, I would have said it was bad because like you shouldn't be compounding your team's mistakes like fighting into their triangle. But given the situation, like your hero, I think that was okay.
Yeah, I think it's dumb because I've TP'd into the same space from Harry. Really. Don't really know why.
Let's look at this TP. What's the map look like?
I should have gone bot where the pudge was.
Yeah, yeah, this TP's not that good. Like on Dawnbreaker, it can be kind of okay. Like here's the thing, in like a high level like game, the Dawnbreaker would want to be like playing up here because of her ult. But like I don't think you as like an Archon player can really get away with like playing up here because your team is just not going to optimally play the rest of the map. Like what I'm teaching you here, like your team does not really understand, and if they're not doing it right and you're just chilling up here, like it's just never gonna happen. And your game's just gonna go on forever. So if you were like a higher level player, this TP wouldn't actually even be too bad. Assuming you're just coming up here to clear creep waves, chill, get your BKB, and wait for your ult. We'll see how it works out, I guess. I would definitely be fine to use mana to clear these creep waves, though. Okay, so you're there. That's fine. Got a lot of vision, so you push in here. Yeah, so you gotta use spells to clear these creep waves, like ASAP. Like you can use both spells, but you gotta, like you see nobody and you're pushed in. This is very dangerous for you to be here.
Yeah.
You're just kind of slowly killing this. You see them running at you now, but like the net result is like you didn't even kill their creep wave. You could have just gotten the whole thing and then walked away if you just use your spells to farm. So like I've seen you use it in the jungle, but for some reason like you weren't doing it in the lane. But definitely remember to like use your spell, especially when you're sitting on like full mana like this.
The reason I don't use my W, I didn't mean to pull that. The reason I don't use my W usually in lane is I like to use it to disengage if they jump.
Yeah, I mean just think like though if you use them both, I mean even if you use them both, like you're just instantly walking away, right? Like, if you use them both, you just get out so fast that, like, you don't need to save your W to get away because you're, like, already gone.
Yeah.
So you've got your BKB and you've got your ult up. And see, this is what I mean. You're, like, a high-level Dawnbreaker could be doing what you're doing, but because you're doing it in an Archon game, like, nobody's pushing out your lanes.
Yeah.
So, it's like, you're kind of doing the right thing, but because your team's not doing it, it's like... Yeah, and they just get a 5-man gank off. Yeah, and that's the thing is like that's what's gonna happen when nobody's pressuring a lane. So I think as soon as you get your BKB, here. As soon as you get your BKB, I think I'd be happier if you like just look to like, I guess it's like it's almost too late. Or no, this scan, that's a bug, I think. This scan hasn't happened yet. Your Pudge TP's up here. What on earth?
Yeah, and it takes the farm from in front of me. I didn't ping him this time though, so it was an improvement.
Yeah, but I think like after you kill this creep wave, like I would be looking to leave this part of the map. I mean, you guys could look to take Roche, but I'd be looking to like group and smoke with your team with this BKB. I don't think you can afford like in your games to like chill and just wait for something to happen. Like when you've got your BKB and you're like strong like this.
Yeah.
Just nobody on your team is putting on any pressure on the map. We see how it turns out. Okay, so you're respawning. Okay, straight into a fight. You don't have your BKB up yet, but they kind of just take that under a tower. Okay, so this will be really important. What happens after you win a team fight?
What? Good question.
Kill, didn't get it. Again, you can just use your spells to clear this faster. Okay, so your team's gonna take Roche. This is reasonable.
I think my friend asked my help. I was like, "You don't need me," but I went anyway.
That's okay. It's not bad to show up and help your team there. So you got Roche. There you go, using your spells. That's what I like to see. I think you should be posturing more aggressively on the map. Like, I think you should be, like, over here. With whatever this is. Like, clear this creep wave mid. And then connect with your team. So that's the thing. Is, like, after an engagement's over, you need to, like, split the map. Like, you split up and farm temporarily. And then you need to regroup with your team. I actually made a YouTube video on this recently. Have you watched... It's okay if you haven't, but have you seen any of my YouTube videos?
I've watched one of them.
Okay.
But
I will send this video to you. It's like kind of more like the last 2/3 of it. You can watch the whole thing if you want, but like the last 2/3, I start talking about like kind of this cycle of like when take an engagement, split up and farm, and then rejoin your team. So you guys took the engagement, you like got an objective, you're splitting the map here, pushing in the lane, which is really good, and now you need to regroup with your team. This has to be your priority right now. Your all 10 heroes are alive. They just respawned. You need to be with your team in case another fight happens. So as soon as you clear this creep wave, I need you like walking towards your Bloodseeker, and like what your Jakiro is doing is fine. Doesn't really matter who's doing it. Somebody's pushing in bottom, which is good. You pushed in mid, which is good, and now you guys need to like regroup in the aggressive part of the map.
yeah, that was a very dangerous spot.
Yeah, you guys lose Aegis for free. And now you guys are regrouped. It's just a little late, and that's why you guys like lost that Aegis for no reason. That's okay. Okay, alright. Not too bad. This is good. So you won an engagement. You're taking an objective.
I think we went straight high ground here. I don't think we gave any fucks. We just skipped mid tower for some reason.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Like, so, it can be good to like pressure high ground, but like, it's definitely not good to overcommit without Aegis.
Nothing good happens.
And... So here, as soon as they glyph, I would be happy with this. It's kind of like identifying like what you want to get out of like this pressure, and like, this is a very weird, like, it's hard to describe. It's more of a game sense thing, I think. But it's like figuring out what you're happy getting off this pressure and knowing when it's like just not useful to do anymore. Like, they're respawning very soon. Like, this should be your trigger. Like, 2 heroes alive, 2 heroes respawning within 10 seconds. This should be your trigger that like, like, if we stay here, this is going to turn into a team fight. And you have to decide if you want that. And I don't think you want that.
Yeah. I think I was stood there thinking, I have BKB wand, I'm fine. But
yeah. Think of it less in terms of like, you know, what you're ready to do and more like what your team wants to do, right? Like, does your team want to like force this here right now? Like, I don't think you do without your carry. So here you should be looking to like back off. Bottom lane's pushed in now, right? Let's get mid pushed in. You as Dawnbreaker, be happy to TP top here. Your Lena with bots can do it as well. It doesn't really matter. Somebody should push a mid. Somebody should push in top. Not super far. Like, somebody just has to clear this. And like maybe this creep wave that's like here. There's a creep wave here, because remember we can look at the other side of the map, right? Somebody can clear this, clear the next creep wave, and then immediately rejoin their team while somebody pushes in mid. And then you guys can kind of like just go for another play, right? Like, if your team backs off, somebody TP's top, somebody pushes in mid, and then like the hero who's top like reconnects with their team, you guys can like group up and like go for a smoke play, or like, you know, wait for the next Roche, or like you'll have options at that point. And forcing it here. Okay, so you guys do back off.
I thought I went in.
That's okay. But yeah, so you're not, nobody's taking care of the map. Like, you guys are running away, but like nobody's fixing the map. So it's like you're not forcing it, which is good, but like somebody needs a TP top here. It doesn't even matter who you are. Like, I don't care if you're a global hero, I don't care if you're Lena. Like, you can be like fucking the most immobile offlaner in the freaking game, and like, you know, you can be like a freaking Veno, you know, I don't care. Like, if you're Veno offlane, you need to TP top here. Somebody needs to TP top here and just push this out a little bit and then reconnect with the team immediately. It's super important to like just get these lanes fixed so that you don't have like this free pressure happening from them. Like, because this is just creeps that your team's missing. This is just net worth that your team's straight up missing by nobody being here, and XP. That's kind of more of a high level way to think about it, but that's literally what it comes down to in like high level games, is like, are you like letting creeps die while nobody's there? You know, if that's happening, like your Lena TV's top way late. Better late than never, honestly.
But I could have done it earlier.
You could have done it way earlier.
Instead I decided to hit the crappy jungle creeps.
Yeah, this jungling is not good. Well, so you've got like, you've cleared mid, right? You've cleared mid. Your Lena should be reconnecting with your team. And like, so I would say you have like a couple seconds before you guys need to be ready to do something. So like clearing this creep camp is like not that bad, but then I would like be running back towards my team. Right. And like your Lena has bots, although she has no mana. So this is the kind of thing where like at a high level you kind of need to monitor. Like if this is me, I'm like, well, my Lena has no mana, so like we can't do anything. So I'd be asking my Lena, I'd be like, Lena, can you get mana so we can fight? Because to me, something like whatever's going to happen next is going to happen soon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have pushed out your lanes. They've pushed out bottom. They're grouped. You guys could be kind of grouped, and like the natural course of action is going to be to like make some aggressive play as a team. But your Lena just has no capability to join you guys, which isn't your fault.
I always have ult as well, but I'm not really looking, to be fair. At that point.
I wouldn't be... I think like throwing a hammer here mid is like pretty important, because like Pudge isn't going to clear this creep wave, and it's really important to keep mid pushed out.
Yeah.
But like it's really dangerous to like just walk up and show. So I think like throwing a hammer to like here, and getting this mid wave pushed out is like really important actually. It doesn't seem like it would be that important, but it actually is, because now their map looks great. They have, like, let's just look at it from their perspective real quick. Look at how much information they have. Bottom's pushed out all the way to here. Top's pushed out all the way to here. Even if they didn't have these wards, like they'd have a very good idea. Like their map just looks very safe for them, right? Like they're not afraid of anything. Like they see this. Like nobody's here. So they're like, okay, the enemy team's like just cleared bottom and is like probably in their triangle, or like maybe they could even be smoked at us, but like they're not like anywhere close to us, right? And like you guys do smoke, but like this is just very obvious, and they don't have to get caught by this because nobody was pushing in mid on your team. And if you had just thrown that one hammer mid, this smoke play honestly like works better. Because like if you had pushed in mid that one time, this could be happening like on their side of the map, and you might have even like seen a hero showing mid to like go on with your smoke. It's kind of crazy how like you know, I was talking about that one hammer that you could have thrown mid, but like that literally could have led to this play being like easier for you guys. Do you kind of see how that's connected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because if you like see how important it is, you'll just go to do it more often. So it kind of works out for you guys anyways. Pushing in mid.
Radiant's middle
I
tower.
don't mind that you're taking this tower while their lifestealer's dead. Okay, so your Lena's dead. You guys are out. You got the right idea. I'm glad you're like running top. I don't know why your whole team's running top. I guess it's okay. You kind of like lost a fight, need to reset. So like, I'm happy that you ran up here.
Yeah, the jungler in me wanted to take.
You've got a lot of gold.
Yeah. That happens sometimes to me. I'm just kind of mind blank. I don't think I knew what to buy, and I think I bought a stupid item here. I bought AC. Because they're mainly magic, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate AC. I think what people are doing is like, I think like Blink Deso could be like a decent option.
Yeah.
Because if you have like Blink Deso, like if you like blink on anybody on their team, like not Lifestealer, but like any of these other 4 heroes get like demolished by you blinking and queuing if you have a Deso. That's like kind of the, just to pull it up real quick. Oh wait, I don't think you're gonna be able to see this. Can I just share my screen? Yeah, I can.
Good screen.
Screen. Okay. Wait for it to load up. Can you see it right now or no?
It's just boxes at the moment. It's not loaded yet.
Okay.
There we go. I see.
Okay.
I just learned about this site actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty good website. I literally have this tab just open all the time just to like check things. So Offlane, people are getting Shard. Your Shard's really good. Do you have Shard?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, you have Shard. Yeah, but like Blink, Basher, 50% of people are buying Deso.
Wow.
If we just sort by like the top MMR players,
That's everywhere.
playing Offlane. Wait, what? Oh, the Offlane is these ones. So you can see this guy went like Deso, Shard, Blink, Basher, Deso, Shard, Basher.
So they're starting Deso instead of like Echo.
Yeah, Echo Saber. This one is Echo Saber first, then Shard. But they're all getting Soul Ring. See, all these people have Soul Ring. Getting Soul Ring, like you haven't had too many mana problems this game, so I feel like getting the Echo Saber first kind of worked out if you want to go that route. But yeah, the common build right now is like this phase Deso Shard, like throwing in a Blink if you need it, a Basher. It's just really strong. You do so much damage because you kind of have like some damage problems, like your hero personally. So, just for your knowledge, that's kind of the build that I've been seeing right now. It's like this Deso Blink like Basher kind of thing, and it's kind of nuts actually. The hero just does so much damage.
Yeah, I barely see I played in my rank, so I'm sort of not really going off anything.
Right, yeah. No, if you start referring to like this Dota 2 Pro Tracker and like kind of pulling out those builds, you'll probably see a lot of success.
Yeah.
Okay, so your Pudge died.
I kind of went, nope, fuck that.
You guys are sort of posturing for this defense here. Okay, works out.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
It's fine.
Double kill.
I think that was a decent ult. Are you gonna fix your lanes? You're gonna play for Roshan.
I
Gonna play
think
for
we're gonna try and go
bottom.
high ground.
Okay, they got 4 dead. If they buy back like a core, I would be very happy to back. Lift. Wow, nobody's helping your fight. That's unfortunate. Okay, so you get racks. Getting out, right? Right? You got a TP top here. Your Jakira TP's top. I guess your Jakira TP top. I would have been looking to TP top there myself.
That was almost a big mistake. Magnus was sat on the other side of the trees.
So, like, can you tell me what you think your guys' game plan should be from here?
We need to get rid of that top tower so they have less space on the map, less pressure, and then get another Roche and try and go high ground. I reckon.
I agree with the Roche part. That tower, to me, does not matter at all. Like, I just don't care about this tower. Like, the Roshan, to me, is the only thing that matters. And
Gotcha.
when Roshan is the only thing that matters, you guys should be looking to play top and mid. I have another video where I, like, talked about this, but, like, my team had been playing bottom and mid, and then we got their bottom tier 1, or bottom tier 2, I mean. And then immediately my team started, the whole team, without, like, we didn't have to, like, talk to each other about this. The whole team just started playing top and mid. And this was, like, 20-ish minutes into the game, 22. So we were, like, kind of strong enough to, like, Roche, or, like, look to Roche, set up the map for Roche. And the whole team just started playing top and mid, and nobody was going bottom anymore. Like, they had pushed the lane all the way out to here, but it didn't matter, because Roshan is the only thing that matters at that point. So, like, controlling the part of the map and pushing in the lanes on the side of the map where Roshan is like, your main priority. And if, you know, you can look to play that way, you'll, like, set up your Roche fights much better. So somebody's pushing out top for you, and mid's on their side of the river already, so I kind of don't mind that you're just hanging around. But I would be looking to, like, go starting to play top. Like, even if you're just, like, jungling here instead of here, right? Just, like, puts you closer to the Roshan. Makes it easier to bounce between the 2 lanes that matter. So you're clearing mid, which is fine. It's a little dangerous to do this.
Is Roche up at this point?
Yeah, it is
Oh,
up. So clear mid. I want you to clear mid. Nice. Very good.
And then I'm lost.
So I think the play would be to, like, smoke with your team here.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got the lanes pushed out, like, as soon as you kill this wave, right? Your Bloodseeker, this is, like, okay, because it's pushed up very far, but, like, he should be, like, TPing to you guys, like, right now, or very soon, and you guys should be, like, looking to, like, make a smoke play, I think, to, like, fight them before the Roche.
I mean, the crazy thing is that we're 15k ahead right now, and it somehow goes wrong.
It happens. We all fail these games, right? That's why we're talking about it, you know? Okay, so you guys do smoke. Without pushing in this mid wave first. So this is just slightly suboptimal. With this creep wave right here, you know they have a creep wave right here. So, like, it's really, really important that you clear this mid creep wave before you smoke. Like, really important. Because this creep wave, if it can just, like, get onto this high ground and give you guys vision, like, either A, somebody will show, or B, nobody will show, and then you'll know they're not there. Like, the information that it would provide is just so important. I really just cannot overstate. Like, if you had just queued this wave and then backed off for this smoke, this play is, like, literally twice as good. It's just so important to have that mid wave pushed out. Or, like, even if Lina had nuked it after you were already smoked, that would have been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you have, imagine if there was just a creep wave right here. Like, this wouldn't be blind, right? You'd see what's right in front of you.
Yeah.
And, like, if you have a creep wave here, they will be more likely to, like, be here clearing the creep wave, right? It, like, just sets it up.
Yeah.
Fight.
He doesn't manage to get his ult off.
Looks like it's going pretty well. Team. There they are. It's like, why is your team? Okay, really good fight. barely live. Sick.
Double
Roche. Where is your Bloodseeker? You have to tell your friend here that he needs to come do this. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's doing. This is a grief by him. Because what needs to happen is you need to like do this Roche fast, and then somebody needs to go push out top again.
Yeah.
Or you guys can barrel straight down mid because you've got a ton of time. You got 50 seconds until Lifestealer's alive. So like if this was already dead and you guys were already like here with this creep wave, like ready to push, that would be so good. So this is kind of like a grief by your friend here. The urgency is so important. Like getting things done 10 seconds faster is so important.
He's got form for letting Aegis be fed to the enemy.
Okay, and here, after you've killed it, if nobody on your team does it, like, I need you to go top and push it out here. Because, like,
right,
bottom is already... You've already taken bottom. So, like, you don't need to play for bottom anymore. Like, if the enemy goes here, you can, like, go to, like, kick them out. But, like, right bottom, without you guys doing anything, is just constantly going to push in. Which is, like, why it's really good to get racks. So I need you to run top here to this creep wave. Because, like, you don't do it, and Lita doesn't do it, and nobody's getting any of this farm and XP. And it's really important now that you've taken bottom to apply pressure top and mid. So, like, honestly, what you guys should be looking to do here, now that you've taken the Roche, is keep mid pushed in and then push all the way down and, like, yes, take this tower now. Like, there's no reason not to now because you're strong and you've already gotten bottom. And you've already gotten the Aegis. Like, with the Aegis, this is like a free tower. So that's what you guys should be looking to do. And instead, nobody on your team is doing it. So I need you to be looking to do this.
Yeah.
So you go bottom. There's nothing down here. Take their outpost at least. Take the outpost. Alright, your friend takes the outpost. But yeah, this is just so useless. Like, you guys grouping down here is so useless. Like, this lane's already pushing in. This is just free creeps for you guys to be farming. And basically, you're just not progressing the game at all right now. Like, you're up 22k golds, and, like, the game's not being progressed. And they get a... Their Magus is playing pretty well, getting some pretty sweet pickoffs. But, yeah, somebody needs to just be pushing in top the whole time. Just, like, map movement-wise, like, your team is just doing the completely wrong thing there. Gotcha. I don't even care too much about, like, getting picked off there. Like, that's only happening because you guys, like, aren't... Like, you guys should have been, like, kind of playing, like, instead of down here, right? You should be looking to play, like, up here, kill the wave, like, right here, and then, like, play for this area, you know? And then he can't... If he's gonna do it, like, he has to, like, jump up this cliff or something like that. I don't know. So it's just less likely for it to happen anyways, so... Oh, so your team all died? Bummer.
After I got taken out, they all just...
Walked into feed. Well, that's a huge throw. Not too much you can do about it, though, other than having avoided that whole situation in the first place. Because you're pushing mid. It's a little dangerous, so you don't stay. That's fine. I like that you at least pushed into one wave. It's good. Nice glyph. It's good. I don't mind that you're basically just, like, defensively trying to shove out the waves. It's kind of what you should be looking to do in this situation while your team is respawning. Both of your teammates came top to you instead of pushing out mid.
Yeah.
So you push out mid. It's fine. So, same situation here, right? Like, except you don't have Aegis. You're up. Yeah. You guys need to be looking to play top and mid. And this is, like, this gets... Because of what just happened, the situation has now reset to what it was prior to you guys getting Roshan. So the correct play is to keep top and mid pushed out. Play for their triangle. If you feel like you're strong enough, you can group and invade their triangle and control this area, and then you, like, cut both top and mid waves. And if you're not strong enough to do that, kind of just depends on what you guys feel, then you play, like, around this area, and you're, like, cutting mid here, you're, like, cutting top when it gets to here, and you're kind of just playing this area, and, like, nobody needs to be bottom or in your triangle. Like, maybe your carry can, like, briefly farm your triangle before, like, coming back to where you guys are. That's what the map needs to look like. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, you guys are just playing bottom. This just makes no sense.
Yeah.
And they just get a really good fight here. Yeah, and they wipe you guys. So yeah, this game just got kind of dragged out. You know, maybe this fight's a little unfortunate, but if you're like looking to control the right waves and then like play around to like the right area, what happens is like, you know, maybe your supports like plant good vision, and then these fights like can go a little bit better.
Yeah.
Looks like they just end the game here.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Not really. That kind of helps a lot, to be honest, because yeah, I'm just basically not looking at what's happening in the game. I'm just kind of putting my head down and hitting the enemy.
Yeah, and it
Wherever I
really,
feel like.
I like a lot of the ways you're playing. Like it seems like you're like your actual like team fighting, your spell usage, and like all that kind of stuff is pretty decent. And that's honestly, you know, that's why you're like Archon, right? Like you are hitting creeps, you're getting items, you're playing the team fights decent. And what really separates like these lower MMRs from like getting to like Ancient Divine is like playing the right parts of the map all the time. Or like I say Legend and Ancient, you know, I keep saying Ancient and Divine, but your next step is like to get to Legend, right? You really need to be starting to look to play the right parts of the map, identifying them and, you know, pushing it out. And, you know, your team's not going to be doing it correctly. And a lot of times now that you have this knowledge, like it'll kind of fall to you, right?
Yeah.
So playing top and mid when you guys are ahead, like at that 12-minute mark, you got taken all their tier 1s, right? You just chill and you bounce between these two lanes and you like will find kills. Or if you've got them all the way pushed in, right, to their tier 2s, you can like smoke and like run into their triangle because there's nowhere else for them to be, right? And that's what sets up like that early game advantage and like keeps it going, as opposed to like, remember the life stealer was like farming down here for free. So just like controlling the lanes that are like relevant for like what's happening in the game will like just, if you start doing that effectively, and especially, I don't know if you ever use the mic, but if you can just like kind of nudge your team towards like playing that way, you will start to win like 70% of your games, assuming your lanes aren't like griefed or something.
I reckon that game would have finished about 30 minutes if I did that,
Yeah. I mean, this game, you guys could have closed it out in like 25 minutes if you just played correctly, not giving them space. Grab that first Roche as soon as you guys had like, you know, you can't do it. And that's what people get confused about, right? It's like, well, we're not strong enough to Roche. It's like 12 minutes in the game. So it's like, what do we do? And they kind of group up and run around, but they don't realize the space they're leaving behind. And it's about controlling the lanes and then grouping up and running around, right? And if you don't do the lane step, then you're just giving them a bunch of space. But then, yeah, you guys could have closed this game out super early.
I do use the mic, but honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I don't know why.
Well, now you do. This is the key, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody in your MMR knows what they're talking about, but now you've, you know, got a good coaching session. Hopefully you learned a lot. I recorded this, so I will upload it and then send you the link for it. And if you need to, you can like probably recommend watching it back like once or so. Maybe not like right away, but if you just kind of need a reminder. And then, yeah, man, hopefully you start to get those wins racking up.
Yeah, lovely. All right, thanks for that.
All right, cool, man. Well, then I will let you go. I'm going to type up some notes real quick and shoot them your way, just kind of like a little written summary of what I can remember from the 2 games. And then I'll shoot you that link. I'm not going to upload it right now. I don't have the time, but
yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to be going out of town. We're like leaving this afternoon. So look for like Sunday or something, Sunday or Monday. I'll get it to you.
Yeah, no worries. That's all good.
All right, cool, man.
Cheers. Have a good one.